Was that a bug? What the hell? No, it wasn't. I get sidetracked a lot. I'm sorry. I don't plan these videos. You could tell they're always no huddle offense. Back to what we're all here for and to see. It is Beluga 2.0. Hola. Mi nombre es Jay. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing on this beautiful day? So we just closed up. It's Sunday night. Figured we'd bang one more video out. I've been wanting to do this one for a little bit, but I sound like a broken record when I say we've been busy. You know, the shop's been swamped the last 2 weeks just with all the buzz that's going on with some of the things that we've picked up, all these tourists that have been coming into the store, hanging out, buying stuff, playing Heat Locker. There's been winners like crazy. It seems like it's been 3 or 4 days now in a row with like 3-4 winners. There's some great stuff that you guys could win in those 5 machines that are out there. Now, before I get to showing you this shoe, we got these from Bandale. And those are the homies, Eric, Juno. Great Facebook group. If you're not in that group, I highly suggest that you add yourself to that group. There's a ton of legit private seller vendors in there. That group's almost 13,000 strong. They have raffles that are really good. From time to time, you know, some of my staff and myself will jump in those raffles, and they got really cool merch. But enough gloating about those guys. Let's take a look at this guy. Now, I get it. These aren't out for a while. But like everything else UN does, we tend to get a shoe a little early from time to time, right? Now, when I got the phone call at first, I was a little sketched about getting them because, like anything else, you have to be very wary of what's being sold to you, because if it's not what it's supposed to be, well, you know, it's kind of tough to scrape the mud off your face, right, with it. Now, when we were in LA or Anaheim SneakerCon, I saw about 4 or 5 pairs of these floating around. And I didn't feel comfortable with the pairs that were floating around at the SneakerCon in LA. And there was a few things. One of the things I noticed on the pairs in LA that I saw was that this was like, it was like over here kind of thing. It was just, the pull tab was really, really far. The 350, the Sply 350 on those pairs, the 350 was really thick, and then the Sply was really skinny. And then the other thing I noticed was that on the Boost, now, like I could like legit take my finger and it just slides, whereas this, like as I'm touching it, it like your finger gets caught up in the ridges. It's hard to explain, but those that have touched Yeezys, more than 1 or 2 Yeezys, or has thoroughly analyzed their pairs of previous releases, which I'm gonna show you some of the consistencies and some of the other colorways, you'll know what I'm talking about when I say this. The fake pairs are like super glossed out, and you could just slide your finger like that. It just feels like you're gonna just think shuffleboard, for instance. You just slide it right off, right? And then the other part is right here. The grooves, they're just a little bit deeper cut than what I saw in LA. And people are gonna say, well, Jay, how could you say that? You don't even have the other shoe in your hand. But I stare at shoes a lot, and I process a lot, right? And when I compare them to some of the other things that are here, just again, the textures are gonna be the same. The height, the weights are pretty much the same. And you know, the Boost is there, it looks the same, you know, the depth is the same. And I've talked to a couple people, you know, I talked to Yeezy Buster a little bit, I sent them pictures, you know, I sent him pictures. I talked to Fake Education a little bit. Fake Education wants to kind of bring in a couple pairs of shoes to compare, like down the road. That might be a YouTube video that him and I do at some point. But you know, sending them detailed pictures, talking to them, and a few other of my peers in the sneaker community, and trusting in Band LA, which I know they're in the same position as I am, right? If you touch something that it's not, again, it could kill all the positive work that you've done over the course of our respected careers, right? And I felt comfortable enough in saying, yeah, guys, bring these over to the shop and let's showcase them a little bit. And I think it's a great color. I like these a lot more than the 1.0s. Maybe I could get hey, who's back there? Dom, can you do me a favor? Can you go grab me a Beluga 1.0 off the wall, please, so I could maybe kind of show some of the differences between the 1 and the 2? So, you know, the orange isn't as loud either, but I think maybe it's because there's not as much orange. It seems like they even went a little darker on the boost. And then if I do the stretchy, you could see the orange in it. Can you pick that up on the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are nice, man. Maybe an on-foot down the road. The other thing that with the pairs I saw in LA, and I don't even remember, nor do I really care who it was that had it, this was very inconsistent. Theirs was like lower, the toe box was shorter. It just felt like there was no toe space in the other pairs. And you know, like all the other pairs, like the insole's right, the boost is right. So I want to say these are slated for like an October, November release. Yep, has the dots like all the other pairs. Like the fake pairs of these, they have a different sheen to them. The depth of this isn't that far. But you know, I got a size 9, and I'm happy that we got them, man. There's a little 3M in the 3 stripes here, but that's pretty much it, man. So I'll give you a little B-roll, and let me know what you think in the comments about this one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share the page. If you want to upload some content, I'm gonna try to get in the habit of doing like maybe 3 user submitted uploads a week, and then give you 4 UN videos a week. I think that's probably gonna be the rotation ideally I would like, especially with us going out of town for all these events over the next couple weeks. Again, Hong Kong is coming. We're gonna showcase the merch real soon. Melbourne is coming. That's a week right after that, which is I think we're on the road on the 26th, right? August 26th is Hong Kong. September 2nd is Melbourne, and then September 10th is Kais's pop-up. September 17th is UN 3-year anniversary, and then September 28th or 26th, I always get the dates confused, is Atlanta. We'll be in Atlanta, and they just announced Toronto, which is October 14th. I really want to go to that one, but my kid's birthday's the day before that, so but I'm gonna try to go. You know, but as always, appreciate the support. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one, and enjoy some of this video while I go back to work and do what I'm supposed to do over here.